We were good till we weren't. Ooh, I didn't wanna leave you. I didn't wanna fight. Started to cry, but then remembered I can buy myself flowers. I can hold my own hand. I can take myself dancing. Some people in the last video said that I was only being listened on their left earphone, which basically just sums up the fact that I am a noob, because I still don't know how to make you listen on both your earphones. You told me to talk into the center of the microphone, but I don't think that's the problem. We're filming a trends video today, and I told you, and I've told you that a bunch of times, that I didn't thought I would be the person that would be doing like so many trends videos. Because honestly, like, what is a trend? Right now, everything is basically trendy. And we don't need permission of trends to wear what we want. And I know all of that. But it's just fun. It's just fun because I find myself scrolling through fashion platforms and just wanting to talk about things. And you guys love my trends videos, so like... Anyways, I'm gonna be talking about the hot 2023 trends that I am gonna buy or might buy or might thrift or whatever this year. Anyways, you know this channel is about fashion, and you know what's the best way to spice up an outfit? It's jewelry. So we are just going to be talking about en route for like a hot minute. So I've mentioned in previous videos that I have my special few places where I go to when I need new jewelry. And en route is where I go when I need my statement pieces, when I need my cool, funky, different, edgy rings and necklaces and jewelry. And they're sponsoring this video, and I am so happy because I truly love all their collections. So on-route prices their pieces based on cost of production, so by communicating directly with the manufacturer, they're able to offer much more affordable products while maintaining their quality. Their manufacturer is audited every year by a third-party supervising agency to ensure a sound working environment for their employees, fair pay to workers, as well as full compliance with environmental guidelines. I hate buying stuff that doesn't last. I don't care if I invested 50 cents on a thrift market, I want those pieces to last me. And I used to actually sell a lot of clothes to people, and I now stopped doing that as much because I really want my children one day to be able to rock the pieces that I used when I was their age. All of this to say that I just like to buy stuff that lasts, and that's why I love buying stuff from en route. Like these sparkle earrings, for example, that are made of sterling silver with 18 karat gold plate. I love fun jewelry, and I've honestly also been in a rut where I don't know if I'm drifting away from gold and getting into silver, or if I'm going to start wearing both at the same time. So that's like one of the things I like about this necklace. It has like gold and silver together. I also love that a lot of their collections are actually featuring some of my favorite like YouTubers. Some of my favorite content creators have collections on en route. You have a discount code that you can use if you want to shop these cool pieces, and obviously, as always, your link will be down below in the description box. With that said, now let's just get into the video. Paint my nails cherry blue. Alright, so number one on my list is something that reminds me of my primary school. I don't think it's even middle school yet. It's something like primary school years. I had this messenger bag from which was like a TV show, like a cartoon TV show, and it was like purple. It was so cool. If you watch that series, let me know. I'm talking about crossbody bags. It's so funny because when I was a child, you would wear your bag like in a crossbody way, and then you stopped doing that because it was so not cool, and now you only wear it in the shoulder, which my mom always told me to not wear it on the shoulder because it's easier to steal, but we do it for the fashion. Now, crossbody bags are back. I've been seeing it so much, especially in like Japanese/Asian fashion. I love big bags, and I always love transporting my computer, my iPad, my pens, my books in my bags, and it's hard to have a great looking bag that can fit all of that, and I think the messenger bag is going to do that. When I think of messenger bags, I think army green, I think beige, but who knows what colors will be used for that. I kind of love how some of them look like you're transporting your personal trash bin with you. I'm just a turtle, I'm just bringing my home with me because you never know what you're gonna need. And for all the men watching this is literally your sign to start wearing bags. Okay, the next trend And I'm so tired of saying this, but I love the fact that this fact is so true. Trends are just picking things that we hate and making people start liking them, because the next trend I've been seeing around, and I'm starting to become convinced that I'm going to wear it, and you're gonna freak out, is Capri's pants. Remember when we were in middle school and we would wear those leggings that would end below the knee? Like, I'm talking below the knee pants, which is so ironic because we're literally now using pants that vacuum our floors because they're so long. But yeah, I think Capri's pants are gonna be back. I think below the knee pants are gonna be back. And I think some of these images will convince you that it's not a bad choice. I mean, I know we don't like to admit it, I don't like to admit it, but if Bella Hadid has worn it, it's not a question of if it's gonna be back, it's a question of how long it's gonna be until it's really back. Like, don't we wanna look like these mom vibes? Look at these moms wearing Capri's pants. I don't wanna do it, but I kinda wanna do it. What's wrong with me? These ones with the zippers, this is like a smart idea because we could have like long pants that we zip up until below our knees, and then they're like Capri's pants, but then you can like zip them and they're like normal pants again. And then the other thing is just asymmetrical silhouettes and strings everywhere. I don't know why I kind of put these two trends together. I think that's like one of the most fun trends that we could have, because we can mix and match and use different colors, different textures, different models, but picking like normal day-to-day things like a simple dress or a simple white top and then just making the silhouette or the shape of it or the neckline of it so funky and so like distorted, for me is so interesting, because we're used to seeing our bodies being portrayed in a certain way and shape. And when you make clothes that don't go with the shapes of our bodies, it just makes you look at the person and it kind of looks like an androgynous figure that's like, I just think it's so cool. And then strings, I mean, we've seen strings like in the necklines or like just a tied lace on a dress, but I think that strings and stringed fabric, I literally saw it in New York City fashion students, but just hang stuff off your clothes and it's just gonna look good. Again, it makes your shape and your silhouette look more funky. And I think that's sort of one of the only things that our generation is pioneering in fashion, because most of our trends are not new. They're just like small adaptations of stuff that was trendy before. But I mean, maybe I'm wrong and I'm being a really uneducated, ignorant person right now, but I think that never in the history of fashion have we played so much with asymmetrical silhouettes like we had now. And if you disagree, let me know. I love this image where I think the girl just picked a like shoelace, tied it into the things meant for the bells, and then just wrapped it around her waist. That is creative. I would have never thought about that, and that looks awesome. Now this trend, I was gonna talk about it in jewelry, and then I started browsing the internet and I realized that this is not just for the jewelry. Metallic stuff is coming back. And I always thought of metallic stuff, like metallic dresses and metallic pants, like so tacky. And there are a lot of those that I still think are tacky, but then there's some here that are so cool. And it definitely reminds me of like astronaut vibes or just space aesthetics. And it's funny because we've been exploring a lot of textures and patterns, but not really the shiny metallic stuff. I think that the fact that the AirPods, the gray sort of metallic AirPods, are trendy, and then also those biker glasses, yeah, I think those are called biker glasses, the gray ones, those are really becoming trendy. So there's like a couple different pieces in fashion that are metallic that I think are making the whole metallic aesthetic come back. These metallic bobbly figure rings and necklaces and bulky jewelry is so cool. And I love how the shapes are not what we're used to, right? Like they picked up, again, it's like the silhouettes, they picked up a regular ring and it feels like they just distorted it, and these distorted figures are really eye-catching. Something I don't like in trends is how before we used to see a trend like black dresses, and I'm definitely saying this because I watched Lady Ozark's videos, but we used to see like a trend like a black dress, and we would want to buy a black dress, like a tight, short black dress, for example. And now it's not that the trend is the black dress, it's almost like the trend is a specific black dress from a specific brand, like that specific item. And I think that gives away the power of trends. It gives away the interest and fun of trends because it's not a pattern in how people dress. It's literally people dressing the same way, like the same exact way. So like self-expression has really gone down the past month or like 2 years with TikTok fashion and everything. And so when I look at these bobbly figures and weird shaped jewelry pieces, I just hope that we don't catch the trend of wearing this specific necklace or this specific ring, but that we can, each of us, find small businesses or cool stores that sell them or make them, but like keep the shapes, but not like buy the same exact one. I mean, I did the same. I bought dupes from the Margiela tabbies. I am no better than any other person in this whole entire world, and I am speaking here, but like, I don't have like. Next up, we have a comeback, and it's a comeback that has been back for a while, but I think is going to intensify its presence a lot more, which is plaid. And I love all colors and shapes of plaid, but specifically this type of plaid. There's a specific person I follow on Instagram, and she rocks this type of plaid that I'm talking about. And I don't know, I think I literally gave an interview today about trends, and what I was telling the person that was interviewing me is, I think my generation, because of the age we're in right now, we really like red because it's a timeless, classy color that's like more spiced up than just a regular black or white, but it also makes us feel mature and grown up and sexy and elegant. And I love this shade of red, and we've been seeing it in a lot of leather lately, and I think red is really going to come back strongly. Plaid beanies and plaid jackets, maybe like puffer plaid jackets or plaid leg warmers. I don't know, that would be really fun. Next one is something that I might be including in here because I bought a pair and I really like it. But obviously fur has been rising, and I bought a pair of fur leg warmers. And I actually went to a party with my cowboy boots and the fur leg warmers on top, and like 3 people came up to me and said, "Oh my god, your boots are so cool." And I was like, these are not boots, these are like boots and leg warmers on top. And this is one of those things that our brain just works very weirdly, but I don't like the idea of a boot that has fur on top of it. I think it's so corny and I really don't like it. But then I like the idea of a boot with the leg warmer, like a fur leg warmer on top. Anyways, fur, and fur leg warmers. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe not even a white fur, but like a fur that makes you feel like you're a bear, like a light brown fur that makes you feel like a werewolf. That fur. We've been very boring when it comes to shorts lately. We've been using like biker shorts, denim shorts, and patterny shorts, but like there's so much stuff that we can do about shorts, and we are limiting ourselves so much, even with pants shapes and short shapes. But I think maybe bloomers are something that haven't come back in a while now. And the fact that we've been seeing a lot of pajama-like items as streetwear kind of would make sense to see bloomers come back, because they kind of look like pajamas. Even wearing boxers as shorts. And I can't even really be super creative with this in my head, but I just know that there's so much more that we could be doing with shorts. Like, where do you guys buy your shorts? What types of shorts do you wear? Because I don't feel enthusiastic about shorts anymore. They're just boring. Fuzzy shorts, perhaps? I'd love to see some fuzzy shorts, some knitted shorts, and I know that has come a little bit, but like, just make it come like full head, full force. I can buy myself flowers. And then we have the whole ugly sneaker thing going on. Like, those new gray New Balances used to be the ugliest sneakers on earth, and now I don't know if it was, I genuinely think it wasn't a marketing tactic. I genuinely think that this happened randomly, and they're making so much money right now because someone just thought of bringing them back, but it wasn't like the actual brand managers. But those sneakers are freaking trendy right now. I tried finding a pair of those on Vinted, and you can't find like a pair for like less than $100. Ugly sneakers, and I am fully eating that crap. Like sneakers that kind of look like soccer sneakers or basketball sneakers. As I mentioned previously, mixing silver with gold, I think we had a huge wave of gold, and now we're definitely transitioning into silver. But we don't want to stop wearing our beautifully crafted gold jewelry pieces. So mixing silver with gold is just genius idea, and if most people think that that's ugly, it's more of a reason for it to exist, because all trends are things that we used to think were ugly. Also bracelets. I haven't bought a freaking bracelet since I was like 10 years old, so bracelets need to come back. And I don't love the idea of bracelets come back, but maybe it's because I'm not really imagining the type of bracelet that I would wear. Like, I don't want some like little tiny stringly bracelet that no one will even notice that I'm wearing. I want something bold in my wrists. And I think that's gonna happen, because let me know, please, let me know what was the last time that you bought a bracelet. Maybe it's just me, maybe you like literally bought 15 bracelets last month and you love them, but I haven't really been paying attention to bracelets lately, and I think it's like the shorts, like what are the bracelet guys doing? Just bring some funny stuff up. And then we have the whole skirts and pants that I've talked a billion times to you, but I think they're gonna come as one. Like you buy a pair of pants integrated, like both together. It's 2-in-1. You know when you buy like a skirt with a short that people are now calling like shirts, squirts, squirts, I think. Like a skirt, but instead of a short underneath, there's a leg, like there's a pant underneath. I would feel less self-conscious wearing that than actually pairing a pair of pants that I have with a skirt that I haven't wearing it. And I just have 2 colors that I believe are gonna come back this year and that I just want to share with you. Number 1 being electric blue. We've seen a ton of like electric orange and pink and green and purple, but the blue, yeah, the blue is coming. And then you have mustard yellow, and I associate mustard yellow with my mom, but I think I'm now associating mustard with this 70s, 80s whole fashion stuff, and I'm really liking it. And yeah, that was basically it. I feel like I haven't been talking for that long, but I have, because I'm literally like getting my throat hurt. I hope you liked this video. Make sure to click the link in my description box to go check out En Route and use my coupon code, my discount code. I really like you guys, and thank you for watching this video until the end. If you did, comment down below a rat emoji. I thought of that because I just saw an Insta story from my friend Jules, and she loves rats, so why not? And follow my scene on Instagram, follow my channel, my Instagram, follow my Spotify playlist where I put all of the musics I use in my videos. And I think that's it. I'll see you guys next Sunday. Bye!